Alongside Craig Button and Darren Dreger. Well, for years, our TSN hockey staff has been putting together a preseason poll of the top 50 players. This time, for the first time ever, we've got a top 50 players in the mid-season. At the start of the year, we're projecting the top 50 players. Right now, we're looking back at the top 50 performers through the first half. And, oh, look at that. Connor McDavid at number one. He got all but one vote for top spot. The only other vote for number one went to McKinnon. Pasternak at number three. How about that? Matthews right about where he was during the preseason. Alexander Ovechkin slipped a little down to the 10th slot. Okay, let's start at the very top. Connor McDavid, number one, Craig.
Nice.
Yeah, and guess what? Spring will follow winter once again, too. Connor McDavid. But, you look at Nathan McKinnon, who's just been fabulous for the Colorado Avalanche. And, you consider where he's at in the league with regards to superstar status. Certainly right there at number two following. No surprise that he's at number two. Maybe a little bit of surprise that McDavid didn't garner every first-place vote, but no quibbles with McKinnon.
Yeah, that's the only element of surprise for me is that Connor McDavid didn't run the table and get all of the votes. For me, the battle was for second place. Yeah. And it was a challenge. And, you get to a situation where literally you're splitting hairs here. Is it Nathan McKinnon? Could David Pasternak move up into that equation? I had Leon Draisaitl of the Edmonton Oilers number two. So that gives you a good indication what the top 10 looks like. You know what, though? There was some significant movement in our top 10. Obviously, Pasternak, we talked about him being a mover. He went from number three from 25th. Panarin from 21st to 5th. Jack Eichel from 29th into 6th spot. The biggest jump was John Carlson from 45th all the way into the top 10. For the top 10, up at least 15 positions from the preseason to the midterm rankings. Big jump by Panarin. Oh, absolutely. And if you want to look at two ends of the spectrum, look at Artemi Panarin and look at Sergei Bobrovsky. Yeah. The two big off-season signings, Bobrovsky has been abysmal with the Florida Panthers. And exactly opposite, on Broadway starring, has been Artemi Panarin. Worth every single penny that he received in free agency, and a big reason why the New York Rangers have stayed in a hunt, albeit maybe not one they're going to end up being in the playoffs, but certainly in the hunt because of Panarin. Well, Jack Eichel, for me, the Buffalo Sabres, has come into his own at the National Hockey League level, at the star level of being an NHL player. Now, he's up 23 spots, so perhaps I'm defending that by just acknowledging where he stands in our top 50. There's a ton of work that needs to get done by the Buffalo Sabres, but you can tell that Jack Eichel is engaged, and he's investing both as a captain and based on his play on the ice. So there's another level of maturity to the game on ice and off ice for Jack Eichel. And in terms of goaltenders, Connor Hellebuyck is first among the 6 goalies who made the top 50 list. He is at number 23. The biggest jump, Tristan Jarry is at number 42 in our top 50 list. Guys, I think going into the season, in the preseason, I don't think he would have made people's top 300 list. So that was a big jump by him.